Look at that, we're on. Now, this is how it's set up. There's my dry dirt. Dry dirt goes on this side. The bucket goes on this side. And I am right there. You want everything you need, so you only have to get up once. Alright, now, I want it here.
Are you recording this as well, Barry?
It's being recorded right now.
Are we going to get a chance to see it after?
Pardon me?
I don't want to mess up the video, but are we going to get a chance to see the video after, just so for our own reference?
Yeah, because I'm going to have it on YouTube. Alright, yeah. So, all I'm going to do is clean this stuff off the hole, where the hole's going to be. I want to save that. Okay? So the hole's going to be there, so I want to be set right in here. Right? So I'll take my 2 sifters and my shovel. Now sometimes you've got to move because there's a boulder on there, you're big enough that you can't get it in, right? But this don't seem too bad. Careful, if you've got rocks on this side that's quite big and you want to pull it out, then you take the whole chunk of gravel out of there, right? So. See that rock right there? Oh, I can get him out. Yep. Alright. As you're setting, the more you set, the more you're going to know how big a hole to make. All right, there's that. You got to do this with every trap if you're using drags. The reek duct to set up first time setups, right? There, that just fits. Now I'll take this or my hammer and I'll hit that down. Now, you see this jaw here that sticks up and the other one sticks down? Well, you want that jaw hard up against the side, because with that chain comes out, you don't want it catching that underneath of that jaw, right? So that's got to be up to a side somewhere, right? So just to make sure it's hard up against. So now, just gonna do this. Come on, get over there. That goes back in the bucket so you don't lose it. Make latched. I'll set that just like that. Now I'll take my mud. Now, I'm going to make like a bowl, like scoop it like a bowl, and the reason for that, I got to have room to put that in, right? I don't want my trap sitting on that because it's going to make it rock, right? So I'll just make a little bowl like that, right? Put the trap in like that, then I'll push it down. I'll shut that down. And I'll do this. And I'll just pack it. I'm packing the sides. Just the sides. I'm not packing nothing inside. It's just the sides. I'm packing it. Make sure that when you're packing over top the levers, there's no little pebble like that. Something like that. Because when that lever fires up, it's going to close these jaws. And if that pebble gets in between those jaws when it fires up, you're going to lose a coyote. It's going to keep that jar open quite a ways. Alright, so make sure that there's no rocks there. And push on that. Tell me if it moves. Push on the edges. Here's where you want to push, on the outside.
Oh, she's pretty solid.
Pretty solid, right? So that's how you want that. You want it solid. You don't want no movement whatsoever. If it moves, take the trap up, clean it a little bit because it's sitting on something, right? Sitting on a rock, or you haven't got that little bowl dug deep enough, or whatever, right? So now you got the trap bitted. So now I'm going to take my trap capper, and it's made to fit right over the top of the pan. Now you put this edge in before you put that edge in, right? You put that up against, right up against the pan itself, and just drop it down over top of that. That protects anything from going under the pan right now. I don't want nothing to go under that pan, right? So now, and the more you do this, the more you're going to know how much to pack. I'm taking my thumb and I'm pushing on the edge of that away from this capper, right? And being careful not to move that capper, because it will go off if you move it too much. Now I need a little stick, just a little thing, right there. I'm going to take that, could be a long, actually got one even better right here, it's longer. I'm going to take this, because of where I packed that down, there's a little lip on that mud up against the capper. So all I'm doing is just cleaning that lip off. And you'll see why in a second. Just straightening out that lip. Now, I'm going to wiggle that back and forth. There's my pan. That's the only thing the coyote's going to step on is that, right? So, that's what this is for. It keeps the dirt from going down under that pan at any time. So you set that just like that. Now that notch is cut out of that, so when that dog comes up, it doesn't pull the pan cover, right? Now you'll see on YouTube a lot of people, they'll put the trap in, they'll bit it, and before I put that trap cap on, you notice that the whole inside of that trap was bare, right? They'll put the pan cover over top of that just to bear the pan and the rest of the trap, and then bury the trap. The problem with that is, which I found, is you get a big rainstorm, you're going to have a lot of traps set off because the weight of the mud is pushing down on that whole pan cover, is setting the trap off. Here, it can rain all day. The only weight's going to be on top of that pan cover, on top of the pan cover is right there, because the rest of it's packed in tight. The rain cannot settle it down any, right? So when I put the mud over top of that, the only thing the rain can do is just pack that little bit of rain, that little bit of mud on top of the pan. The rest doesn't matter. So I have very few traps that are set off because of rain, right? So we got that set. So now we're going to take some dry dirt. Now I don't have very much over top of that pan cover. Pan cover's right there. So I got maybe 1/4 inch. But it's all peat moss and ant dirt, which is going to collect very little moisture, right? So let's go that over like that. And then, if it blows hard, the wind will just blow that away. So we're going to give a little bit of this. That's it. That's all you want. Now, let's make it disappear. Remember you saved that shit? There's that. Now, I know my trap pan is there, so I want to go ahead. If you watch on YouTube, 10 people will tell you 10 different things. Me, I'm go straight ahead. I'm not offset nowhere. Straight ahead, whatever I think. Because a coyote's legs is anywhere between that long and that long. Depends on the size of the coyote. People say offset to the right, 3 inches. Why? How do I know that coyote's coming in from that side? How do I know he's going to put his left foot there? We don't know. He could come over the back side. He could come anywhere. So being offset or that, it doesn't mean nothing to me, right? I want the trap set here and my bait set up there. I want that coyote to come in there, spend enough time that he's moving his feet around and get caught, right? That's what you want to do. You want to try to keep that coyote busy in this area so you can catch him, right? If he comes by and he doesn't like something what he smells, he's on his way. So that's why I like to give him 2 or 3 different things, right? So we'll make our dirt hole. If you don't have one of these big augers, if you don't have one of these, you can simply use one of these. You want to be on about a 45-degree angle, about like that, and ahead of your pan a ways. I'm down there that far, right? So you want it down there quite deep, so they can smell it and not see it, right? And the more they can smell, and the less they can see, the longer they're going to stay there. You can always, I like the bigger hole, that way you can throw more bait in it, and sheep's wool. So I'll start digging a hole. I won't, if I don't use that, I'll use this, and I'll go like that. And then I'll go like that. Or if you got one of these bad boys, you gotta watch it, because he will twist your arm. See that little bit of mud it brought out? Do this.
Looks like something dug there.
Yep. Something dug that. Now if you want to have a look at the hole there. That's all there is to that. Now, this is done. I will maybe camouflage it up a little bit more. These little spills and stuff, it's not going to bother the trap any at all. Okay, but if you look, it looks just like the rest of it around here. And when it dries, after a few hours, that dries, you won't know it's there, right? So that's going to be from a bait. Depends on what you use for bait. If you don't want to buy bait, if you've got freezer deer meats in the freezer, you're going to throw out chunks of deer meat. It's perfect. They like deer meat. Throw a chunk of deer meat. The only thing about fresh meat is on weather like this, it's only going to last about 2 days. It can be rotten.
Yeah.
Right? So you got to be careful of that. Now rotten meat, a dog will roll in it. So sometimes if you've got rotten meat in your dirt hole, the coyote will smell it and he want to roll. And sometimes you come and you see a trap set off and nothing in it. Well, it means the coyote's been rolling in it. The trap went off and never caught nothing. Right? So fresh meat is, yeah, in the winter it's not too bad if it's going to stay froze. But
Ever use that coyote delight stuff?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
But I've been making my own
Yeah.
lately. Ground deer meat with beaver castor and that stuff in it, or ground mice meat.
Yeah. I've seen that done, yeah.
Yep, ground mice meat.
So
So
wife won't let me use her blender.
I got one of those hand grinders. I got just one of those goes in the garage,
Yeah.
a little hand grinder. So I'll take most of the time when I'm handling my bait, these gloves come off. I only use these gloves to set the trap. I don't handle bait with these gloves. You can use separate gloves, or you can use your bare hands, right? Now in my side-by-side in the truck, when we're doing that kind of stuff, I'll have a damp towel, so when I'm done setting the trap, I'll just wipe my hands off, right? Just to get most of the smell off of it. So for the bait, I got a piece of, let's say for instance, mice meat or deer meat or whatever. I'll take a bunch of that with a stick and I'll put it inside of this, and I'll wrap it up, and I'll throw it in the hole, and then I'll push it down right to the bottom. Sometimes I'll take a couple leaves and I'll do that. They don't have to see it. All they gotta do is smell it, and they will smell it long before they see it. And if they can't see it, then they're gonna start either digging or whatever to try to get their nose down in there, right? Which means they're gonna be standing over this pan longer, right? So your trick is to play with the nose, and get them to stay there long enough for them to step in that. That's the big deal. They got to step in that trap, and it's only that big. So you got to keep them there. Now, that's the bait. I'll usually use 2 lures, and it's usually a gland lure, whether it's fox gland or coyote gland, and the other one is usually a curiosity lure, which more or less is like a bait lure, and it's got smells and skunk and all that kind of stuff in it. So what I do is to one side of the bait, next to the bait hole, I'll punch a hole like that, not very deep, just like that, and another hole here, just like that. And I'll take my bait stick, not my bait stick either. I'll take something like this, and I'll get a little dab on this stick. It's not very big, half the size of a jelly bean. But the half size of a jelly bean, maybe the size of that, on the end of that stick. And I'll take that, and I'll stick that right there like that. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side, and I'll stick it on that side, right? Then I'll do this. They're going to smell it, right?
Oh, I got fox urine.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they got my bait, my 2 lures, then I'll use urine. Either fox urine or coyote urine. And I go, that one there will be fox urine, the next one's coyote, the next one's fox, the next one's coyote, the next one's fox, the next one's coyote. I change them up that way. These baits I'll change up. I'll have my mouse bait on one, deer bait on the other, mouse bait on one, deer bait on the other. My lures, I've got about 20 different kinds. So I'll mix them all up. And the wife's in the bike writing down what I tell her to write down what I'm putting on them. So when I come back the next time, I know what caught that coyote. And after a few years, you get to know what's good bait and what's not good bait, right? So that's how that's set. Now, if there was a tree sitting right there, here somewhere, and you were in the woods, next to the woods, you could pre-wrap that. Run your chain out, dig a little trench along here, probably that far. You haven't got to go far, just maybe a foot, foot and a half, dig a trench, lay your chain in it, and then just pre-wrap your chain around a tree, and just cover your chain up with leaves and that kind of stuff, so other people can't see it. So you can do that, or you can double stake right in the bottom of that trap hole, or drive your disposable stakes down. But you still have to dig that trap hole, that bed out. Okay. Any questions on that so far? I think that's about it. Anybody want to give it a try?
Seen it.
You want to try it? Yeah.
Kind of want to try. I haven't done it before.
Okay.
How are you guys for time though?
Good.
Are you guys
Yeah.
good? Yeah.
There's no time limit on this.
All right.
All right. In the fall.
The more I learn, the better.
Yeah. In the fall, when you're taking your traps out, don't just go around sticking there and then take your trap out and that kind of stuff. You're going to be full of a mess. You're going to have muck all over the place. You're going to have stuff in your face and that kind of stuff. So all you do is just go under your trap, just pick it up like that. Sometimes they go off, sometimes they don't. So what I'm going to do is reach under the trap and grab my chain, and I go like this. Before I pull my chain up, I'll go. By doing that, that trap went right clean. But if you set your trap off and go like that, then all that mud's gone.
The spring's gonna jam.
Everything's going to be all full of a mess, right? So you saved your pen cover. Now when he hauls that out, he's going to go that way. All that mud's going to be like that over here. So more or less look down here for your coyote if you can't see him, right? Now if the mud's going that way, then you look over there for your coyote. If you can't see him.
So typically he'd be caught up. If he went that way,
He'd be in that mess right there.
Probably tangled up.
That's as far as you'd get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I might have to get some of them.
Huh?
I might have to get some of them. Try them out.
Drags?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're $10 a piece.
Yeah.
When you were saying,
I make them.
He's not a salesman.
He's not.
He's not
I'm not a
salesman.
salesperson. When you say you're going to get some of
That's
these,
why I dropped in. Yeah.
I've got
You've got to offer an order sheet at the end of these.
I got around 100 of them home right now made up.
That's good.
When you're saying 1.5 feet, so like if I'm doing this, I'm probably going to do this on my
Foot and a half,
property at
what a foot and a half.
So I'm going to do this on my property at home. I'm going to use probably like that, wrap it around a tree.
Yeah.
But in terms of the trench, you're just saying conceal it in case
Just
somebody...
conceal it. No, just conceal it from your trap bed. From your trap bed
Yeah.
to about 1.5 feet. Dig a trench.
But you're just camouflaging it so
Yeah.
that they don't...
I'm just
I gotcha.
no. I'm getting it so the coyotes don't smell it. Don't
So
see it.
They don't smell it
This
or
is
see
this,
it. Okay.
this is for the coyotes. I'll dig a trench
But how deep would it have to be?
right here, just like this.
Okay. So it's just surface level.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll put
That was the
I'll
question.
put the chaff up through here, about that far. Then I'll do this.
But when you wrap it around the tree, do you have to cover it with something as well?
I'll just cover it with spills and leaves and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so
Just
you
to
don't
keep it out of sight.
and
So
smell
if
as
somebody
well.
drives by or sees it,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to if it's your own property.
But you said they're going to smell the metal.
Only here. Over here won't bother them.
Okay, so it's like a 6 foot or whatever.
Yeah, over here won't
I
bother
see.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you're on a farm and stuff, they're already used to metal, so it doesn't matter to them. Metal doesn't make one bit of difference to them.
It's not a farm, but it's out of the way. But yeah. Okay. I mean, there's cars
any
and other
farm
stuff.
equipment and stuff around that they used to.
Lawnmowers, vehicles. So yeah.
Barbed
But
wire
they,
fence.
they only there's a page wire fence. They only show up when I'm not there. So if I'm not around, they can tell. Then I come back after being away for a few weeks, and they'll do roll call in my yard, and then
Oh, yeah.
they know I'm back. Then they'll
Oh, yeah,
disappear.
they know.
Yeah. Oh, they know.
Yeah.
So that burying that just a foot and a half is just to keep the coyotes from knowing that something's there.
Right
Okay.
there.
Don't care if they know it's over here.
They're going to be concentrated on that.
Yeah, I want them over here, right?
So I'm gonna. You can edit this out afterwards.
Okay. Gloves.
Right.
I'll talk you through it if you have. If you want me to, I can talk you right through it.
You got to watch your scent.
Yeah. If you're gonna sweat, make sure you don't drip sweat
Inside.
over the top of the trap.
Okay. You've done a lot of this already, but I mean,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah. I just
You
want
have
you to
to-
set. I want you. I mean, anybody can dig a hole,
yeah.
right?
So basically, I would have dug it out with the sift pans.
Well, let's use your set pans. Let's use your pans. Now that's enough. That's dug out enough. You can reach in there with your hands and get that stuff. You haven't got to do that. We know you can dig a hole.
Right.
Now the next year when I come back to reset, it's already sifted. Don't have to sift nothing.
Yeah.
So that's full, and just fill the other one up. Take it all out. It's all got to come right to the bottom and out to the sides. It's all got to come out of there.
This is gonna mix in a little.
There you go. Should be good there. And it sets in our own way. Remember, I had it. It's wherever I cut the hole. Put that corner down first. Put that corner in there first. Let me see a second. Just look that in a second.
More to come out.
There we go. Now that goes in. Goes in that way and then down. I think.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Now take your hammer here and pound that down. Sound like a veal too coming to me. But... Go right in the middle, right in the middle, right in the middle. Yeah, there you go. Pound her down. Yeah, you're good. There. Now your chain goes on top of that.
Does this matter how this goes in, really?
Well, put it in. Yeah, just kind of lay it in the way it's supposed to go. Yeah. Now you got to set your trap.
Okay. This is. You want to walk me through this?
Okay, you want the trap setters? You want to do it by hand?
I can do it by hand, I think.
All right. So you got to put your trap down on the ground, and you want that away from you.
Right.
Right
That's
here.
the dog. Yeah, the dog's away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to take both hands and push down. No, your palms, your hand, palms here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, push, push. And then you got to open the trap up, and you got to keep your whole hand on top of the trap. And one hand is got to take this, flip that over, push it down. That trap's got to go down there. Put my fingers in the way before you get there. It's not as easy as what you think, is it?
No, it isn't.
All right. Yep. Okay. Push that down. Then reach under your loose jaw. You got to flip. Your hand's got to come up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So, is it how? So what am I doing now?
You got to push this. This is just your tension lever.
Okay.
That's got to go down. Flip this over.
Yeah.
And push that down again. So that's flat. Now this pan's got to come up. So it
Okay.
goes underneath that dog.
Okay.
There you go. Now can you see your?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got to go under the pan, under that notch in the pan, and then the pan goes lifts up on it. You down there? There
Yeah.
you go. Now, you got it. Yeah. Now pick your trap up.
That's definitely not as easy. Is it?
Very good. Just hold your trap up like that,
Yeah.
and pick your trap up. And hold it underneath. Hold your trap underneath. Yep. Now you're gonna set your nut latch. So that pan
That's
is closed.
to listen to the click. Yeah.
Yeah. Just go down until you hear that click, and it doesn't go very far, and it goes easy. Whoa, Fern, you got it. Now she's set. So set the trap right here. There you go. Now, trying to smooth everything out so it's as low as it can get. Because the lower it gets, the better it is for your mud, right?
Okay.
All right. So you know this mud now is sifted, right? Take that one and just dump it.
This one isn't sifted completely. This one's got some rocks in the
All right,
bottom.
then sift it. That's the one that was over there. Yes,
That's right.
Yeah, sift that one in there. If you want. Yeah, that's good. Now heave it way across the room. You don't want to dump that stuff around here. So just take your hands and just kind of move that stuff back in that hole. There you go. Yeah. Now take your fist and kind of bang around and make sure everything's down tight. Yep, very tight. Yep. Be careful you don't go too hard, because you hit that chain with your knuckles, it's gonna hurt.
Okay.
Done that before, you can ask me how I know. Yeah. Alright, so take some of that and sift back in that hole.
This is already sifted.
This is, yeah, just dump some in. Just dump a little bit in. A little more than that. Take your hands and take some in if you want. That should be good right there.
And then doing that bowl
Yep,
in the middle.
just kind of smooth it out with your palm or
And
your
then-
hand.
And then
So no,
do
don't pack it.
Okay.
Just smooth it out a little bit. You take your ball of your knuckles and stuff and just go around a circle.
get the hole in the middle.
Yeah, bowl it out more than that. Yeah, good, right there. Yeah. Okay, just go smooth it over here. Now take your trap and bit it. Yep. And push. Kind of push down on it and kind of turn it as you go. Push hard. You gotta push it hard and turn. And kind of twist it in there. Twist it, twist it, twist it. No, twist. You're only going one way. Come the other way too.
Oh, I see. Like just
Yeah, just like twist it back and forth. Yeah,
corkscrew. Okay.
yeah. That's good. Now put your loose jaw back down.
So,
All right. You notice how your jaw is up.
yeah.
So when you put your trap in, I'm going to do it in my bare hands, by the way.
Have the gloves?
Nope. Don't want your gloves. All right. I got a flat spot in there, right? This takes a lot to get used to, because right, you're going to be setting 30, 40, 50 traps. We even decide you don't want to do it this way. I want to change my mind. So, I mean, I've been doing this for so long now. It's just second. It's just second nature, right? So I got it flat. Now we got to bowl it out. So I'm going to do this. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm doing this. I want to bowl it. Right? And the only thing I'm putting that there for is for that.
Yeah, so it sits flat.
Yeah. So you see that chain? Sometimes you might have to do this.
Yeah.
For that chain to set. Then that goes back in there like that. Now, you notice your trap, this jaw was setting up some.
Mm-hmm.
Try when you put your trap in, try to get this jaw here tipped up a little teeny bit. Right?
Okay.
Watch. See how I'm tipping that jaw up some?
Mm-hmm.
And then when that goes down, it's basically a flat trap, right? So now you're just, all you're doing, I'm pushing here, there's nothing moving. So now you just pack your trap in. Just kind of like this here. Pack it in. And get some mud in there. Pack it. Don't just lay it there, pack it in. Nope, you got too much here. Just go around the edge of your trap and just pack it.
Okay.
I don't want you to build nothing up. I just want you to pack it in. You see that rock? It's got to go. That rock's got to go. There. Now sometimes, if it's hard ground and you can't pack it very good, you can do this. You kind of push the mud over. You know what I mean? If the ground's hard, then you can pack it down. Now, you notice now that this trap is a little bit lower than what the ground is. You want that. They will step in the low spot. They'll step there before they step on this high ground. I don't know why, but they will step in the low spot before they'll step right there. So now, if you're watching on YouTube sometimes, people will, where's the fan cover go? Where'd that fan cover go?
There's one here.
Well, that's the one I was looking for. On YouTube sometimes you'll see they'll be like that. Everything in there is open, and they'll put the pan cover like that, and they'll cover the trap over. So when it rains, all that mud and stuff is going to push down on that pan because you've got that whole pan cover now going to push on that pan.
Yeah,
Right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
So by using this, in packing all of that tight, the only thing the rain could push down is on the pan itself, not the whole thing, right?
That's where you take it out of this sifting
You
pan?
take some of that, if you can take it by hand, just take some and just go right around the trap.
Now them pan cover, not the pan cover, but that right there.
Yeah.
With my trap with the K9 string.
I don't
it
know
might
if they
be-
work.
I think it might be different.
Yeah,
It's like a
you would have to
bigger
buy,
bag.
that one's specifically made for the
Okay,
bridger.
they must have one.
Yep.
Then.
Pack it tight. Now, be careful you don't move, this,
Okay.
right? Just pack that tight around it.
You just use the palm of your hand, or what do you?
I use my fingers, just like that. Yeah, just pack it tight. If that goes off, the most you're going to get is a face full of dirt. Okay, now take your finger
To get the lip off.
and just
that?
push down in this way. Whatever tight, yeah. No, push it down. I want it push down on it. You're going to clean it out with a stick.
Okay.
Let's look, watch. My finger or thumb doesn't matter. See what I'm doing?
Oh, I got you. Like kind of like the.
I'm trying to get it away from the. I want to pack it in and away from the pan.
So it don't fall under.
Yep. There you go. Then you take that and you clean out. See where that's you got that ridge there?
Yeah.
Just clean it out a little bit. Just kind of watch.
Brush it over. Or?
Nope. You see where you pushed it down? See where it
Yeah.
goes up the side?
You take the lip
You
of it
just
off,
want
right?
that lip off.
Yeah.
Right? You want that lip off of there.
was just thinking there's like a depression around
Nope,
it.
nope, you just want that lip off of there. Just very little. And the reason for that is when that pan cover sets down on it, you don't want it set up on that lip,
Yeah,
right?
sits flat.
Okay, now this stuff here, just kind of take your hand and kind of smooth it out. It ain't got to be flat, it's just got to be smoothed out, so. Right? Now you got to take that off. Now, wiggle it very easily, and back and forth, and then up. As you wiggle back, yep. There you go, perfect. There. You could have had a little bit more mud on top of your trap. So
It kind of sinks
so
down
this would
around
be
it,
level
yeah.
with the mud, but that'll work. So now your pan cover's got to go over right there. So this, when it sets off,
That's the dog you said?
that's the dog. And when the dog sets off,
It doesn't take the
it'll
whole,
go
yeah.
up that way without pulling your pan.
Yep.
Now take a little bit of dry dirt. You don't need much. How much you got in there?
There's a little bit in there already.
Well, that's not good enough, I don't think. Yeah, you just kind of sprinkle it. Try to get it even. A little bit more right there, I see. A little bit more. A little bit more. That was only a spoonful.
We got a caterpillar in there.
There you go. That's good. All right. This is what this is for. You can't push down on it. You got to kind of just drag it. Just to level it off. That's all you're going to do, right? Just level it off. Now take your dirt. Give it a little sift on the top. Just a little bit. Over here, just cover it all. You got her. You got her. That's it. Right there. Yep. Now take your other screen. Now your stuff is gone. So come over here somewhere out of the way. Grab some of this stuff with your hand.
There's a bunch here as well.
Nope, nope.
Yeah.
That's in the road. Take some of this stuff. This nice dry stuff right here. Yep. Pick it up, put it in the pan. Perfect. That's good. That's what you need. That ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's just those rocks in there.
It's not gonna go nowhere. Now, take your hand, put it in there, kind of grind it in. A little bit lower, that way it won't blow along with it. Yeah. There we go. That's good. Now, take some of this. Then take some of this stuff here. It's got any rocks or stuff in it. There, it's gone. Trap's gone. Anybody else want to try?
Got the gist of it.
Huh?
Got the gist of it, yeah.
So that's how I set all my traps. Every one of mine set just like that. So any more questions on that one?
Setting it is a lot harder than it.
Than it looks.
You guys have probably tried it before,
Yeah.
but just doing it with your hands, it's trickier than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't be scared of it. If you're scared of the trap, you'll be caught every time.
I wasn't scared of it, but I was half expecting. I think you were half expecting it. To
Well, I thought I was going to get my fingers in there. When I got my fingers around it, I said, I'm going to get caught.
I could sense the apprehension.
Can you
Yeah.
make it go off by pushing down on the dog too much? I don't think. Like when you're packing, if you push the dog, can it go off? I don't
If
think.
if you push the dog down too much, it's going to take the strain off the pan.
Okay.
Right? So it might go off. So, I mean, the dog's only that far,
Yeah.
right? So it's a hard job to pack. I mean, you're not going to push that close to the pan, right? Now, if you don't have one of these trap cappers, you'll have to put some dirt in there and just pack it as you put your dirt in, right? You pack it around, that kind of stuff.
What's the
Or-
purpose of the night? Or
The
sorry.
night latch,
Yeah, I was gonna say just when you set that.
it makes the trap almost like a hair trigger.
But if you pull it too much, it'll go off. That's why you're just.
Oh yeah.
So that's why you're wait. You
It's
thought
just-
it was because I could
the
sense
night
you thought
latch
it was
is
going to
just
go
hanging
off when I
there.
did that.
It's,
Right? You just want to touch it.
You only got to go just hardly anywhere now,
Yeah.
and that's going to go off.
Yeah.
But with the night latch, without it night latched, you've got such a long ways that pan can travel on that dog
Right.
that sometimes when you go try to set it, you go too far and have to reset your trap and all
So it's
kinds
kind of
of
like
stuff.
cocking a pistol, like you're bringing the hand.
Yeah,
back.
it's like it's a hair trigger.
Got it.
So, well there. Now I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I come down through here next week, within the next week, and that hole's going to be dug out because of that.
yeah, something's gonna smell that.
Yeah, because of that sheep's wool.
Yeah.
Sheep's wool is very strong. Yeah, it's got the piss and the shit of the sheep and the landland smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Yeah, a raccoon or something will have that dug out of there. Guaranteed. That's guaranteed. Yeah. So is that it? You want to go set some beaver traps?
All right. Let's see what we got here. Stick your hand in there, see what it does.
Yeah.
Can we give you a hand with loading this back up?
Sure. Sure you can. It can go just the way it is. There.